So I'm going to give you a very good tip, Bio. Stop worrying about other people. There is no grind unless you want there to be grind. And the only reason most people worry about the grind is they think they have to catch up to other people, or they think they have to adhere to someone else's version of the game, or I've got to do these things because that's the meta and everyone's guide says I should do it this. Fuck that. Play the game, have fun. Do it for story. The moment you can do it for story, you will start relaxing. I am relaxed every time I play a game. I never get stressed unless I allow myself to get stressed. You just have to learn to put the grind out of your mind and stop being afraid of missing stuff. Just play for the story. Just immerse yourself. You'll just have fun. If you focus on the fun,
Do you bring news?
everything else falls away. But it is a mental switch that
Oh,
a lot of people have a hard time switching. It's not a thing everybody can do. And I'm not saying you personally. I'm saying from an observational standpoint, as a game developer and as a consumer and as an author, way too many people are focused on get to the end as quickly as possible. Go, 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 go. Speed run, speed read, speed watch, speed this. Fuck that. Don't do the meta. I play games for story. So for me, I really there are things that do stress me out. I'll give you an example. I don't like Dark Souls type combat. Prince of Persia is a recent example of a game I bought, and I was enjoying the story, but the combat was just frustrating for me because I'm not a Twitch-based, rapid fire button type player. I need narrative. I need story. I need take it slow. Let's, I don't mind reactive combat. Love Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order, God of War Ragnarok. Played them all, streamed them all on my channel. Love those games. But like the games where like you have to be super precise and otherwise you die 25, 30, 40 times in a row, that's not fun to me. So I don't play those games because they're not meant for the way that I like to play. So I play games that focus on story because to me that's the fun for me, and I play a lot of MMORPGs. I literally had here's a good example. I just published a video this morning. I think it's 7 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. It was me taking this druid and healing for the first time on a restoration druid. I haven't healed. I haven't mained a healer since like Desert of Flames for EverQuest 2, which was like 2005, 2006. It's been 20 years almost, 18, 17, 18 years since I've played a healer. And I wanted to do a healer tonight. And so I recorded that episode, put it up on YouTube, and one of the first comments, it might even be the only comment on the video since it's been published this morning, is some random troll coming to the video and talking about how your UI sucks. Just bear with me here because there's the point to this. Saying your UI sucks. It looks like a complete newbie who's never played an MMORPG before. You need to get good, right? That was the comment that was left. That I'm paraphrasing slightly, but that was the comment left on the video. And I did my standard troll response. Sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. And the person came back and was like, ranting about you need to just learn how to play. You need to accept training for the people who are better at you than the game. Now, if I was someone who cared about the meta and who cared about other people's opinions and who cared about all that shit, I would take that seriously. I don't take that seriously. I play how I want to play. You do not need to play the way other people play. I don't feel the need to go out and install a bunch of add-ons. I don't feel the need to do this, that. I don't feel the need to move my UI around. I don't feel the need to use things that allow me to heal with one click as opposed to manually selecting. Like, it's so rare that I'm going to be healing with this character that I put it out there as a fun piece of content to publish in the internet. But there are people out there who, if you let them get under your skin about how you need to have this add-on and have your UI set up this way, and you need these trinkets, and you need this eye level, and you need this comment. I had another guy. I was streaming this character maybe 3 days ago, 3 days ago, and someone was here in the chat, like constantly just for like 10 minutes, leaving comment after comment after comment about how they thought I should be using my rotation. They were sitting here just that you're doing it wrong. This you're not. That's not the right way to do this rotation. The Moonkin needs to be played this way. Do the rotation like this. You're not doing it right. Why aren't you using this rotation? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why aren't you doing the fucking rotation? Like they were getting upset in the comments that I wasn't doing the rotation the way they thought that the rotation for the Moonkin needed to be. And I literally just ignored that person and kept playing because that's traffic on the channel, which brings algorithm views, which gets me paid, which brings people to watch the video and all these other things. But trolls like that, I just ignore. Don't play the game the way other people want you to play the game. Play the game the way you want to play the game. The moment that you do that and you make that mental switch, the game can become fun and you can play all the games you want if you like those types of games. You know, it is still key to play the games that you're going to have fun in, but fun should be the factor. Number one factor should be fun, not what other people are trying to tell you is the only way to play. Druid healing is cool. I thought it was fun. It's a lot like the Warden in EverQuest 2. I traditionally haven't used
We
add-ons,
will
but I did
protect
install
Old.
Deadly Boss mods, and I'm really happy that I did. And the reason why I think it's great as a tool is because on some of these modern um, raids for like the current content, there are literally 25, 30 mechanics that you have to pay attention to with all these different timers going off. And it just becomes way too much of a hassle to try to like, everybody's running that program. There's no need to be like a raid leader who calls out every single little thing that's going to be happening, and nor do you need to do that with this game. You can use something like Deadly Boss mods, and it will help in the leadership of the raid, and it also helps people to have like a secondary reminder. Oh yeah, that big AOE's coming, and get out of the way. There are things like that that I do think, I'm very happy I installed it. I was very resistant to installing Deadly Boss mods for years and years and years, but I really am glad that I put it that I installed it. Yeah, weak aura. I'm never gonna use weak aura. Yeah, not gonna do it. And like somebody was telling me that I need to use here's these two healing add-ons you use. Like I'm not gonna go. I don't feel the need to do any sort of like healing add-ons or anything like that. But that's just me. Some people like those things. But that's what I'm saying is like find the fun for you. Don't let other people dictate what you're going to be doing. Because that's the quickest way to not have fun is to be like, but this person said I needed to do the spec this way and I needed to take these three talents and if I don't then I'm not doing max DPS and blah. God, I'm really glad that I don't have to play in an environment where my DPS is being tracked by someone who tells me I'm not good enough because I can't hit the buttons fast enough. Bad taste in my mouth. Don't get me wrong, there's times and places when there's DPS checks for mobs and you need to be worried about doing DPS, but DBM is a great tool. It is a great tool. Welcome to YouTube, Anthony. For everybody tuning in for the first time, if you are a new time user, watcher, viewer, we're live on YouTube and Twitch. Pick your poison.